Space, the final frontier. This is the 2.5-year journey of the build of the Starship Enterprise. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 38, or sorry, stage 38. I get confused between the different things. Stage 38 of building the Enterprise NCC 1701D, the next generation Starship thing. Look, it looks a bit like that. That's the neck bit, you know, remember that from last time. This time we have other bits. We've got this to install onto that later. We've got lights, we've got things. I've done the window bit already because that's boring for you. I'm pretty sure, well, it's not terribly exciting. What we're going to do is put the backing piece onto the section that I've just put the windows on, like that. There we go. 3 of the BP screws to hold that in place. And that's about it, really. We're going to put one of these bulbs on there now, and the other one will go on there in a moment when it's fitted to the saucer section. Let's get it the right way around so it matches. The blue and red one is going to go over there. It goes onto there all the way in and locks in place behind a little peg. So that's holding securely in there, which once that goes over the top of everything will be even more securely attached. I shall get these 3 screws in as ever, just a little bit, just to get them in nice and lining up, make sure everything's where it should be and stop the windows from falling out, and indeed the escape pods as well. So 1, 2, and the third one of those in there. Then we can turn it over, make sure all the windows are indeed where they should be, or, you know, swapped around just a little bit, because otherwise it gets boring. I like to mix it up a little bit. The escape pods are all in the place in the right way round. Let's get that where that should be. And then tighten this down fully. I'm not going to bother doing the testing bit on camera because, again, just seeing some lights come on. We might, at the end of this is the end of the month's delivery, so I think at the end of this we'll get everything wired up and show you how it all looks. So that's all of that done for that. I shall clear things out the way. Actually, before I clear things out the way, what we're going to do is do the last little bit that I can do before bringing in the section, which is we'll put this bit on there. It just goes in one of these sides, that one there. It says just to put it on there like that for now, because obviously we've got the backing piece to put on there and the other side to put on there. And then the whole of that will be fitted to this bit. Actually, I'm going to put it in there now. Keep it out of the way for the month. So that goes in there, a bit like that. This one all lights up. Look, it doesn't light up very much down there because of things, but that is that. All flashing lights, lighting up. That's come off of there, but we won't worry about that for now. So all looking good. That can now go away for another month until the next time. We've got that. I've also got another 2 panels which we're going to be fitting. We're going to be fitting all 3 of these panels to the saucer section. So let me clear things away a little bit. The DP screws are what we're going to be using to attach all of these, so I'll keep those. I'll get the saucer section out and put the loose spare windows away. So I'll see you in just a moment. Right, I've got the screws sorted out, the ones that I'm going to need. The panel that I'm going to need, which is going to go just here. So we need to figure out how the wires are going to go. So this is going to go through that side. Like that. The other one is going to go through the other side. And that's going to then attach into there. And that's going to have to move out of the way, and it's all going to fit through exactly like what it should, but with other bits getting in the way. So let's move that one out the way over that side. There. Get this through there. And then we can get that attached in there. That should, hopefully, just sort of fit in. There we go. That then fits in and locks in place. So we can then bend up the end of that. Like that, a little bit. And then get everything lined up where it needs to end up. Flush with the other one, sitting in that corner. Just like that. Just like that, actually. That feels like that's located in place surprisingly quickly. So while I've got that in my hand, I'm going to not let go Gotta get that tightened in. It might not be lined up how I think it is. Oh no, it's right in there. That's okay. I'll get one of those in there a little bit. Get the other one in on the other side as well. Just like that. Make sure everything is where it should be. That says come through there, but I think that actually means go through even further than that. It's got to come through the other side, hasn't it? So let's take that back off again. I knew things were going too easily. If things ever feel like they're going very easily in this sort of build, you've probably done it wrong. So let's pop that back out of there. Because this needs to actually go all the way through under there first. Then we can have this one come out and it goes through there, doesn't it? The wiring on this build is a pain. It really is. I have been strongly considering doing a modification that I've seen other people do on this, which involves basically using different lights entirely to the ones supplied. The only reason I haven't done anything about it is because I want to make it stock. I don't want to have to mess around with a lot of these builds to make it work properly. I feel like it should work, you know, out the box. If you want to upgrade and do things, then by all means do that. But you shouldn't have to entirely replace a big chunk of it just to make sure it works properly. So that is in there. That is lining up in there. The sockets now come out in various different directions. So let's get this tightened down. I am still going to have a play around with selective tightening and loosening of the entire framework to get everything to sit flush, because that is not good. I'm not happy with that at all. Something's not right about that. It might well be. When it gets the outer ring bit around it, it will sort itself out, but I don't know. I'm not entirely certain. That seems to be the entire framework's just a little bit off. So, yeah, some selective tightening of some different bits will be required for this. So that wire comes up over there. It now tells me to connect up some wires. Basically, these two are going onto this board. They're going into those two. I like that. That's nice and easy. There's lots of room to do that on this at the moment. So we'll get that one in there. Like that. And that one in there. Actually, we'll go the other way around because this one is slightly longer. That's going to fit across there. And that one will fit into there. Cool. As I say, when I finish getting all these panels in, I will be doing a test of the lighting so far. So that should be of some fun and interest. It says to use cable ties to get these out of the way for now, but for now I'm not going to, because I know I'm going to be adding more. So I might as well do that first. Let's add some more. We need the part from 29B, which is marked 15A, which isn't that one. That one's 16A. We'll use that one in a moment, but 15A is coming in first. This one is going in there. And then that one is going next to it around there. I don't know why we're coming around the edge as we are, but that's what it says to do, so that's what I shall do. Unfortunately, I'm working at the edge of the bench here rather than at the middle, but that's just the way things are going to go. So that's going to go there. So this needs to come up through that bit. So, yes, it comes up and over there. So yes, it does come through that bit. Let me turn this around that way. That might be the easiest way of doing this. So that all comes through there. Then when that locks in place there, that's where that is. And this one's going to be coming in through there. Does that look about right? That looks about right. So that's going to come through there to go to this outside bit. We've still got the top bit to do as well. Let's get that one onto there. Pushing it in. Separating it a little bit. Pushing it in until it gets down to there. Which should lock it under a little pin, I'm assuming. Goes in a little bit further. Oh, there's a light there. There's a black light there, but still, it's still a window that I've got to get over. There we go. So that was on there like that. We need to bend these a bit to get that there. Looks like it's working. What I'm going to do is drop that screw, pick up another one, and not be able to do this left-handed. Okay. That's in the right place there. Lining up, setting up, that's about there. Let's get the other screw in the top section. There we go. I'll tighten those up afterwards, but let's get the last section in first. Because that's going to go here, like that. So that one's going to come through this section. Yes, it's got to go above that. And then this one is going to have to go down. This is the tricky one. I'm trying to figure out from the instructions. It says it goes under that, which it already sort of is. Is that got to come out there then? It says it goes over the top of that, and then this one goes under it. That's just really strange. That goes under that, then over that, which it has. But then this one's got to go under that, which is not going to work for me. I'm going to not do that, because there's nowhere for that to go under that. It might as well go over as well. And then it's got it going under this bit. Can't be there though, can it? Or can it? Well, I'll follow their instructions for now, and we'll see. Let's get that in there. Separate it a little bit. Push the bulb in. It's got to go to there. Like that, and then make sure that goes back in place and the windows are held in place. That's there, and then that's got that sort of doubling back under there. That's okay. I can sort of go with that a little bit. So this and this are then fighting for each other. That's that. 2 screws in there. That one. And then that one. Right, I shall get all of these screws tightened up. Doesn't say to plug in these, but I might plug them in into sneaky holes that I've got over there that I can see, just to get it all wired up and tested. So yeah, I'll play around with that. I'll get these wires held in place with the little cable ties, and I'll come back and show you how it looks if I can get all of these wires plugged in. We can get it all lit up. Okay, well, I tried testing them all at once and it didn't work. I'm assuming that it just didn't work because it's not designed to be run off of one battery pack anymore. I've tried individual plugs and sockets and they all work individually. So I can only assume that I'm just not meant to be doing it like that yet. But it is getting there. I'm still unsure as to why there's a big gap over here. But I'm sure it will become clear. It's certainly starting to build its way around. I do have a few extra panels that we haven't installed yet, but I'm following the instructions. So hopefully next time we'll be adding some more. I know we'll be adding some more because we're going to. I do believe there is a second circuit board that's added up here somewhere. So yeah, everything will start coming together a little bit more. But thank you for watching so far. Do join me on my continuing voyage of building the Enterprise D. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon for more. Bye bye for now.